All right. Hi, Professor. So for this assignment, after taking the questionnaire that you gave us and watching the video about what the ACEs mean, I can definitely say that it was something new. I kind of understood like these questions. I felt like I had seen them before, but it was not something that I had been like connected to or that I was really aware of. When it comes to the field outside of social work, I am doing criminal justice. That is my field, and I think that it's a really important part. Not only because in our criminal justice system, many young people go through it, and I feel like if as a society and as a criminal justice system we were to better understand the traumas of young people, people would not be punished the way that they are. Children would not be treated by these systems the way that they are, and I just think that understanding where trauma comes from for many of the young people is really important. It's not only what has happened to them, but also the people that they might surround themselves with. And there's many different factors as of why things like that happen. And I think that if our criminal justice system were to understand that, they would try to find ways to help children rather than punishing them for doing certain things or having certain making certain decisions. I think that it can align with the idea of maltreatment, just because it does present a very like broad and like a very, I would say very limited, not really as broad, but a very limited point of view when it comes to trauma. I think that there's so many factors, and these questions were they were kind of hard to answer because there could have been some areas where I could have said yes, and could have been some areas where I could have said no. So it doesn't really allow for a lot of like space to really think about trauma. It just kind of gets to the point and is a very general question. It can be helpful. I think it can be helpful to how what I have said, get to the point of, or kind of get a more general view of what trauma is, or what it can, or how people can be led to that. But I think that in order to help, it's very limited. And I think that overall as a society we need to be able to understand these in order to help other people.